The rain hammered against the attic window. Maya pushed aside a cobweb, its silken threads clinging to her fingers. She coughed, dust swirling in the dim light. A musty scent hung in the air, the smell of forgotten things.
Her fingers brushed against a cold, uneven surface hidden beneath a moth-eaten tapestry. Pulling the fabric away, she gasped. Bookshelves, towering shelves, crammed with leather-bound volumes, stretched as far as she could see in the flickering beam of her flashlight. This was no ordinary attic. This was a library hidden away from the world. A library of memories.
She reached for a book, its leather cool and smooth beneath her fingers. The title, embossed in faded gold, sent a shiver down her spine. Curiosity warred with apprehension. What secrets did this book hold? Taking a deep breath, Maya opened the cover.
A wave of dizziness washed over her. Images flashed before her eyes. A child laughing, a young man at war, the wrinkled face of an old man. Then, just as suddenly, it was gone. She stumbled back, heart pounding. The book had shown her glimpses of a life lived, a life loved, a life lost. Memories vivid and real, but not her own.
In that instant, Maya knew. This library was no accident. She had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something powerful, something dangerous. The air thrummed with unseen energy. A presence, unseen but felt, seemed to watch her every move. Maya couldn't shake the feeling that she was not alone. Someone or something had brought her here. Why? The answer, she knew, lay within the pages of these books. She had to know more. She had to uncover the truth.
This was no longer just about curiosity. It was about something far greater. It was about the very essence of what it meant to remember, to forget, to be human.
The library stretched before her, an endless labyrinth of knowledge and loss. Each book held a life, a story waiting to be told. She ran her fingers along the spines, their titles whispering forgotten dreams and silent screams. The air hung heavy with the weight of untold stories, of joys and sorrows, of triumphs and failures. It was a symphony of human experience, captured within these dusty shelves.
Maya realized that the library wasn't organized in any traditional sense. There were no Dewey Decimal numbers, no alphabetical order. The books seemed to be arranged by some unseen hand, a hidden logic that she couldn't yet grasp. Perhaps the key to understanding this place, to unraveling its mysteries, lay in deciphering its organization. Was it chronological, thematic, or something else entirely?
She picked up another book. This one told the story of a young woman named Alice, a painter who had lived a life filled with color and light. Maya felt a pang of sadness as she witnessed Alice's dreams being crushed by societal expectations. The memories were so vivid, so real, that Maya could almost smell the oil paints and feel the brushstrokes beneath her fingertips. It was intoxicating, addictive.
Yet, with each stolen glimpse into another's past, she felt a growing unease. These memories, these lives, were not hers to experience. Was she violating some sacred trust by delving into these personal histories?
The weight of her actions settled heavily upon her. She was an intruder in these minds, a voyeur of the soul. And the more she learned, the more she realized how much she didn't know. The deeper Maya ventured into the library, the more she became aware of a chilling presence. It wasn't a physical being, not exactly. It was more like a shadow, a whisper of something ancient and powerful lurking just beyond the edges of her perception. This presence, she realized, was the source of the library's unsettling energy.
She began to find clues, subtle at first, hinting at the existence of this unseen entity. A faded inscription on a forgotten bookmark, a whispered name scrawled on a scrap of parchment, a recurring symbol etched into the spines of certain books. They all pointed to a single chilling truth: someone or something was responsible for this place, and they were watching her.
She learned of the author, a mysterious figure whispered about in hushed tones within the memories themselves. The author, it seemed, possessed the power to extract memories from people's minds, leaving them as empty vessels, their pasts erased. These stolen memories were then bound within the pages of the library's books. But why? What was the author's motive?
The answer, Maya knew, held the key to unraveling the mysteries of the library and her own connection to it. Fear gnawed at the edges of her courage. Was she walking into a trap? Was she meant to find this place, to uncover its secrets? Or was she a pawn in a game she didn't understand, manipulated by forces beyond her control?
The line between reality and the memories she experienced began to blur. Doubt crept into her mind like a poison, whispering that she was losing herself in this labyrinth of forgotten lives.
and in the shadows the author watched, a silent sentinel of the stories that were no longer theirs to tell.
Maya's choice, reality or fantasy? The library had become both a sanctuary and a prison. Its silence was both comforting and oppressive.
I found myself drawn back night after night, compelled to uncover its secrets. I lost track of time, days blurring into nights as I delved deeper into the lives contained within the books. The real world, with its mundane concerns and obligations, seemed to fade into insignificance. I felt a growing sense of urgency. I had to find a way to stop the author, to prevent them from stealing any more memories. But how could I fight an enemy I didn't understand? A force that seemed to exist outside the boundaries of reality as I knew it? Was I losing my grip on sanity, letting the memories I experienced bleed into my own sense of self?
The line between her world and the worlds contained within the books became increasingly blurred.
Was I Maya, the curious young woman who had stumbled upon the library? Or was I becoming an amalgamation of the countless lives I had touched, a patchwork quilt of borrowed experiences?
The question haunted her, a chilling reminder of the price she might have to pay for her pursuit of the truth. Standing at a crossroads, Maya faced a choice: cling to the familiar comfort of her former life, or embrace the unknown and fight for a cause greater than herself. The decision, she knew, would define not only her destiny, but the fate of countless others trapped within the library's silent walls. Within the library's vast collection, Maya discovered 3 individuals whose memories resonated with her own. Marcus, a haunted ex-soldier, his memories filled with the horrors of war and a longing for peace. Lena, a brilliant but reckless scientist, driven by a desperate desire to find a cure for her dying mother. And Jax, a charming but enigmatic thief, harboring secrets of his own.
Each of their stories, though vastly different, shared a common thread: the loss of something precious, something irreplaceable. They had each been touched by tragedy, their lives forever altered by the events that had led them to the library. And while they remained unaware of each other's existence, their memories intertwined within the library's walls, forming a tapestry of shared experience and unspoken connection.
Maya found herself drawn to their stories, recognizing in them a reflection of her own struggles. Marcus's battle with PTSD mirrored her own anxieties, while Lena's unwavering determination to save her mother resonated with her own sense of loyalty and compassion. And in Jax's roguish charm and hidden vulnerabilities, she saw a kindred spirit, someone who understood the weight of carrying secrets.
I realized that these individuals, though lost within the library's depths, held the key to defeating the author. If I could somehow find a way to contact them, to unite them against a common enemy, we might yet stand a chance. But how could I reach out to them, to bridge the gap between their fragmented memories and the reality that lay beyond the library's walls?
The challenge was daunting, but Maya knew that the fate of the library and all its lost memories depended on her finding a way.